It's DJ Fear. I'm back again. You know what I'm gonna do this time? Crazy. I'm gonna take apart my Technics 1200 and show you what's inside. But when I finish, I'm going to work on my pitch control because the light keeps coming on and off and on and off. So for now, you'll hear my voice, but you won't see me because I'll be working on this damn Technics. Anyway, lots of screws, lots of shit to do. Let's get started. Okay. This is my Technics 1200. Old school, right? You know, nobody plays records anymore. Whatever. Anyway, my pitch control right here, when I move it, the light stays on. So I got to move it and jiggle it, move it and jiggle it. What I want to do is go in and clean it. And that's going to take a little work. Everything that I have to do on here is pretty simple, but you know, you just got to be careful because you're dealing with electronics. And since this is a $400 computer, well, turntable rather, I don't want to break it either. So let's get started. Basically going to show you all the things we got to do to get in here. Alright, first you got to take off your slip mat. And you see these two things here? We're going to lift those up. What you do is you press down here and you put your fingers in both of these holes. And then you'll basically lift the platter up. Next time you see it, the platter will be lifted up off the turntable. Okay, now we have the platter off. And for those that never knew why Technics was so dope, see, basically it's set on magnets and Sears electronic system. Now when I first started out, they told me to put powder inside of the turntable because the dust would stick to the powder and it'd be easier to clean. As you can see, I haven't done that in a while, so it's pretty dusty in there, which I'm going to clean out also. But anyway, so you can see all the feet come off, every screw. It's going to have to come out, the wires and all that, so I could get to the pitch control part. But you know, I'm going to have to do some cleaning on the way, so bear with me and I'll be right back. Okay, here we're up under the turntable. This is the bottom part. Everything on here is pretty simple. Like these are called the feet. Oh, these are the whatever. These are the feet. The feet just turn right off. If you can see. Now I'm trying to get a good shot with the light and everything. It's really tedious, but it's pretty simple though. I mean, Technics didn't go all out. You see, I broke this foot. But I didn't do it tonight. I broke it a few days ago. Trying to do tricks. Anyway, these things, they actually just come right out. And I'll show you when I get it off. It's pretty simple. Yeah. See, just like every other thing that you deal with, I mean, things get old, you know what I mean? So your feet, they got these little plastic things in them, and they come right out. And those are cushions, actually, so, you know, that keeps the turntable from moving and all that junk. And they're called feet. Alright, so once we get all the feet off, you see all these screws right here? We have to take all these screws out, and then we'll have to pull up, you know, like the wires and stuff like that. So when I come back, all this will be taken apart, but that's what I'm doing. I'm taking these screws off. I'm sure you don't want to watch that. Bye. Okay, like I said, you gotta take the bottom out. If you notice, all the screws are missing now. Okay, there are different types of screws that come off the turntable. These right here, the long ones, go on the leg, you know, right there. These little fat ones, the long ones there, they go on this part here. And these right here, these are the skinny little fat ones. They go in the center, okay? So there are 3 different screws. I just try to separate them all so they don't give me a headache. I've lost plenty of them too. So anyway, the base should be ready to come off now. And next time I come back, you'll see the under part of the Technics 1200. Okay, now the base is off. And you see where the pitch control is here. This is your tone arm right here. This is a plastic molding. And this is your start and stop area right here. And if you ever have to fix the light bulb, which I have to do also one day, this is the light bulb, you know. So I have some type of short in it, but I really think it's just dirty. Under here is pretty simple. If you ever need to change your RCA jack on your 1200, these 2 wires need to come off. These screws need to come off here. And then what you can do is take this out, change your wires. You're going to need a solder gun to change the wires, and then put it all back together. I don't go under here that much. I have been to fix other things that I've dealt with, but pretty much everything is on the outside of the computer, and I'm glad Technics did it like that, so you can get to separate things individually without taking the whole computer apart. I don't know why I keep saying computer, turntable. Okay, as you can see, getting to this thing is pretty simple. Sorry about that. But I just use a regular screwdriver on low torque. You should be able to maneuver it right up. This particular model is soldered in. So anything further I'm going to do with this, I'm going to have to solder it. Okay. But remember, I am not a Technics advisor or anything like that. You try this on your own, and I suggest you take it to a store if you don't understand. Okay? Alright, that's my disclaimer. I'm done. So anyway, that's what you do here. When I come back, I'll be working on this and trying to get it cleaned out. Alright, be right back. Okay, there is my pitch control. I've taken that off of that base right there. This base is very sensitive, and I'm kind of studying it because I believe there should be 2 lines here, right here. Should be 1 on each side, but I'm only seeing 1, so that might be the source of my problem. But anyway, this looks just like a crossfader, so if you ever need to work on your crossfader, these are the things that break. These little things right here. Those are what slide up and down your pitch control. If one of these breaks off, the tips, then what happens is that you get that sound like when you cut off your mixer and you still hear the other turntable, or sometimes you hear the static. These are what cause that sound. I don't know where you could buy those things. Pretty unique, but that's usually a source of your problem. You have to remember the ground. See that right there? Make sure you put that back on. It sits on top of these 2 rings right here. Alright. But I'm going to clean the turntable up now. Let's stay at the end of the story. Alright. So have a good night. DJ Fear once again, and peace out.